So I want to talk to you guys about the YouTube channel Dude Perfect. If you don't know, what they do on their channel is they do a bunch of trick shots and they break all kinds of world records and stuff like that. So they'll do things like throw balls from really far distances and get them in the net, or they'll do crazy bowling tricks or ping pong tricks, but just like impossible shots, and they hit their target every time. So some people think that they're doing is that they take a ton of shots and they obviously miss a whole bunch of shots in a row, and then when they finally hit the shot they're going for, that's what they show in the video in like a compilation. So it just seems like they're making these amazing shots, but obviously off camera they're missing the majority of the shots. But as I started looking into these guys, I realized that that's actually not the case. And let me explain here. Before I get into it, it's important that I tell you that these guys are from Texas, and they all met at the Texas A&M University where they all attended. This is a military college they went to. So I was able to hack into this university's database and find something that was really alarming about these guys. I found a file called Project Dude Perfect. I thought, okay, well that's really strange. I start combing through this file, looking at all the information, and there's a few things that I came across that were a little scary. So the first thing was I found information about a purchase made by the university for cattle slaughter equipment. This is called a killing box, I guess, and it's what they use to kill cows in a slaughterhouse. And this is also from Texas, where they're from, which makes sense because I know in Texas they have a lot of slaughterhouses because they have a lot of beef and things like that. So I thought that was kind of weird because why would a university need a kill box? I keep looking through and I find out that they're also working closely with a nearby college, University of Texas in Austin, and this university has a Department of Molecular Bioscience, which works with DNA and stuff like that. So then I realized what's going on here. But rather than me explain it, I need to show you just so that it makes sense. So when these guys go to make one of their trick shots, they'll take a shot and it'll go in. And then they'll take another shot and it'll go in, take another shot and it's perfect. But then, whoops, they take a shot and it doesn't go in. So then what the university scientists do is they take a look at the DNA of the person who missed the shot. And they say, this dude isn't perfect, which is where the name Dude Perfect comes from, I think. So let's make some adjustments here. Let's take away this piece of DNA and that piece of DNA. And let's try introducing some of this DNA. Maybe we'll do something like a chameleon, for example, because chameleons with their tongues have like perfect accuracy. So we'll take their accuracy DNA and we'll introduce it into this guy's DNA. We'll reprint a copy of him, a clone of him, and we'll try this all over again. And this happens repeatedly over and over and over again. So if someone goes to take a shot and they can't throw the ball far enough, maybe they'll introduce some gorilla DNA to increase his strength, for example. So you're probably wondering, well, what happens to the guys that miss the shots then? And this is where things get really sick. Remember earlier when I told you about that cattle kill box that the university ordered? Well, take a look at this image I found here. I'm sorry. I'm showing you the censored version of this because I couldn't show you the actual image, but as I'm reading this, I'm looking at the uncensored image, so it just catches me off guard whenever I see it. So I believe that all of the imperfect dudes are being slaughtered and, I don't know, maybe sold as hamburger meat or something, I don't know. But this explains why when these guys make one of the shots they're going for and they freak out and cheer, it's not because they're excited they made the shot. They're excited because they get to live for another day. Now, if you think that this is stupid sounding and this whole cloning thing is dumb and makes no sense, well, look at the 5 guys. Notice anything strange about the 2 guys on the far right and far left? They literally look the exact same. So what I'm thinking is that maybe they made an extra clone by accident, but neither one of them have missed a shot yet. So they're keeping them around for now, but don't be surprised if in the future, all of a sudden one of them disappears and it goes down to 4 guys because one of them didn't have perfect DNA. So then maybe you're wondering, why would the university do this? Why would they bother with this? Well, don't forget that I mentioned that this is a military college they came from. So what I think is happening is that the military is using this to build an army of super soldiers. And they're just going to keep doing this until they perfect these guys and they have perfect strength, perfect accuracy, everything they need. And if you're wondering, why would they make these guys public? Why would they not keep this on the down low? Why would they show everybody this information? Well, my guess is that this is very expensive and they needed funding to continue the project. So they started this Dude Perfect YouTube channel to help fund the project. Now, if there's any other doubt in your mind that this is the truth, I went and did some math here, and this is what I've also come across. If you look at the Dude Perfect logo, this is a picture of it here. We'll flip it upside down, and what does it say now? QB, as in quarterback. Well, Troy Aikman is the former quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys in Texas, again, where they're from. Now, he was born in 1966, and Dude Perfect joined Twitter in 2009. So if you take 2009 and subtract 1966, it gives you 43. So don't forget that number for a second. Now, back in 2014, Dude Perfect tweeted out, DP update, just found out our redhead Garrett Hilbert dropped a 45-pound dumbbell on his iPhone 6. So, okay, 45-pound dumbbell. So take 45 and add the previous 43 that I had mentioned, and it gives you 88. Now guess who is 88 years old? Actor Rip Torn. And where did actor Rip Torn graduate from? The same university that the guys from Dude Perfect attended, and the same university that's doing all of these experiments. So guys, I think that this is pretty obviously the truth, and it's obviously very disturbing. All I can say is that if the Dude Perfect guys need help escaping or getting out of this, let me know, and I will do what I can to make this known and try and get you guys to a safe zone or something, but obviously this needs to stop. So anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe if you want to see more shocking information like what I've come across here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.